Bro, I don't understand it. Like, what's going on in here? Why are they all like dirty? Why are his eyes covered? Like, why is he blindfolded? Like, what? Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new episode. In today's episode, we're going to react to some college frats getting arrested, which should be interesting, right? It should be a nice break from all the drama, from all the controversy, this should just be something chill, right? But yeah, in today's video, the GOAT himself, it's a Tozy, right? So go subscribe to him, subscribe to my channel, leave him a like, leave me a like, drop a comment on both channels, right? Thank him for all the, show him the appreciation they have for the content that he's been making. And yeah, man, let's just get into the episode.
This Iowa fraternity is now being exposed again because this body cam footage just recently went viral from 2024, and it has the entire internet going, what is going on here?
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on? Anyone? Because you got to see it from my perspective of what the did I just walk into?
I mean, this is just so beyond ridiculous, but these frat guys, I guess they just seem completely unfazed by this. Like, both in the police body cam footage and also 4 days later on Instagram. Okay, so the comments on this post seem to have been limited, except they're clearly showing off how much they don't care by posting about the brotherhood online. I guess realistically, why would they care? Because they are supposed to be suspended by the school up until 2029, but I guess they're still listed as an active chapter on their fraternity's website. So, I don't know. That does beg the question, are there consequences for this? But I guess also technically, I don't think any laws were broken because everyone there was there at their own will. It's just incredibly bizarre because I feel like we've seen hazing on TV and all this, but like seeing it in the form of police body cam footage makes it so much weirder.
This stops here, guys. This is a police department. This stops here. Who's in charge?
Yeah, I mean, this
what's going on, man? Like, holy, what's going on in here? Bro, I don't understand it. Like, what's going on in here? Why are they all like dirty? Why are his eyes covered? Like, why is he blindfolded? Like, what? Bro, this is, imagine being the police officer walking into this, man. Like, holy God.
It's here. Who's in charge?
Yeah, I mean, this just looks like something out of a horror game. Like, you walk into a basement and you see this? Hello? Also, just the way the frat guys who are supposed to be in charge are acting towards the police and the firefighters throughout all of this is also just, like, very weird. It just doesn't make sense.
All right, who's in charge?
What's your major?
Business.
Business? What's your name?
Why?
Just wondering what your name is.
Jose.
Jose? Jose, what's your last name?
Why?
Wondering who I'm talking to.
I want to tell you that. I don't want to tell you that.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 21.
All right.
Want to see my ID?
Yeah, you got an ID or anything to prove?
Wait, hold on. You just say, like, why? Oh, yeah, I'm not going to tell you my family name. Oh, yo, you want to see my ID, though? Like, show my ID. Like, just chill like that. Oh, let me guess. He's not going to show his ID.
I think it's fake.
Huh?
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake? You think it's fake or you know it's fake? There's two different things there.
Why would you say that, man? Like, what? Oh, yeah, sir, here's my ID. But just so you know, it might be fake. I think it is fake. But yeah, here you go. Like, why would you say that, man? You're just incriminating yourself.
Firefighters are literally responding to a tripped fire alarm. And then these two idiots are trying to block doorways and act like nothing's going on down there, and they just don't want them to go down.
Because you got to see it from my perspective of what the did I just walk into?
Celebration.
You know what I mean? Celebration or what?
Of life.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I feel like these guys...
I mean, bro, like, if I go back and I look at this, this looks like, I don't know, like an Outlast trial mission. Like, why are they all just sitting there dead? Like, why are you celebrating? Just sitting there dead like that. Like, god damn, bro. Like, oh my god. If I was a police officer, I think I'll be scared. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'll have that taser on deck. You know what I mean? Like, ready to whip it out and just shoot that shit. Also, I have a feeling like they showed up because whatchamacallit, I believe this is my assumption anyway, given that I've seen the guy vaping earlier. I think they were vaping and that's how they triggered the fire alarm.
What the did I just walk into?
celebration
You know what I mean? Celebration of what?
of life.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I feel like these guys don't really seem like our nation's brightest, to put it lightly. But also, why would they ever try to just claim it's normal that a whole bunch of guys are shirtless and blindfolded and kind of tied up in the basement? Like, hello? This is so bizarre.
Yeah, it is super strange. Like, what's going on, man? Something like, what do you mean celebration of life and then everybody's just bonded up? Like, what? That doesn't add up, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Are you sacrificing someone or what? Like,
It does show you how messed up hazing culture is, because apparently 122 people have passed away from hazing in the last 25 years. So the lengths people will go to prove that they are a part of a fraternity is quite insane. I guess videos like this just show that, hey, there's some messed up stuff going on university campuses around the US. Because this is definitely not the only bizarre thing that's happening in fraternities around the US. We just don't know about the other ones yet. I also love how
100%.
even with
Like, this is not an isolated incident by any means. Like, this is definitely the norm in some weird part of the world, and it, you know, it's definitely more common than people think it is, right? Like 100%. This is not an isolated incident, but it's still strange. Like, I mean, you can understand that, like, you know, it's more common than people think, but while at the same time admitting that it is strange, right? Like, and that, you know, there's a lot of drawbacks to it. Like, there's a lot of people dying and stuff. Like, that's not something good, right? Like, I mean, you can still say that, and you know, it may be, you know, with the amount of people dying, then I don't know, man. Maybe it should be. I don't know if necessarily made illegal, but it should be definitely discouraged, right? Like 100%.
Face of criminal charges, these boys would side with each other and just accept humiliation. But it seems like they don't care, even though they've been shut down, because they're still actively posting on Instagram like nothing happened. But apparently that shouldn't come too much as a surprise, because if you do a little bit of research on them, we're talking about Alpha Delta Phi, specifically the Iowa chapter. And it seems like they forced their way into the University of Iowa campus only about a year ago. Because while doing research for this video, I found out that apparently in September 2023, UI Vice President for Student Life, Sarah Hansen, served the frat's executive director an official notification and invitation to establish an associate chapter in the University of Iowa. Which sounds great, I guess, except apparently the letter and chapter status was the direct result of the University of Iowa learning that the fraternity was establishing a chapter at the university without the invitation or involvement of the fraternity and sorority life. Meaning, I guess they just decided to set up shop and they were just going to be running as a fraternity, whether the school was on board with it or not. But it
Well, yeah, but that, you can't really do that, bro. Like, how is the school allowing it to go for that long? You know what I mean? Especially if, like, the school is like, oh, wait, hold on a minute. Something doesn't add up, bro. Like, they say they one thing, but they're not really doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Or, like, they're kind of just running around doing whatever they want kind of stuff, right? Like, I don't know, man. Like, wouldn't the school shut this down? You know what I mean? Especially knowing that it's not something completely safe either. Like,
does sound like the school was trying to get on board with this, but regardless, quite fascinating. But apparently, just a year after they kind of started up, they did this and then got suspended. Basically, what happened was on November 14th, the 36 pledge class members were invited to stay at the Alpha Delta Phi house during their initiation week to bond, and I guess take an exam for the fraternity. And I guess to prevent cheating, frat members took everyone's phones and then sent them to the basement to go to bed. I mean, this isn't really low-key, to put it lightly, but I guess this is how the hazing starts. And I guess this is kind of like this like weird culture of, oh, you have to have a rite of passage, so you have to suffer to prove that you're a part of the brotherhood. So again, quite fascinating behavior. But as you might have expected, in the middle of the night, two men came in, and then they made the group blindfold themselves and then started covering them in food. And that's apparently how the fire alarm got tripped, and then this is where the body...
what? Hold on, go back, cause what? Some places were asleep and others awake when two men came in and yelled at the group to wake up and stand up and use their neckties from initiation as blindfolds. The group then was led to a storage space where some said food was put on them. And how would that, like, wait, what am I missing? How would that trigger the fire alarm? Hold on, what?
Started covering them in food. And that's apparently how the fire alarm got tripped, and then
yeah, how would that trip the fire alarm though? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, you know, if I put food on myself, it's not like wee woo, you know, and the firefighters are gonna be on my door like, what? Were they like setting fire to the food or setting fire to clothes or something? Like, I don't understand. Initially, I thought it was because of the people vaping in there, and that's how that's how it got triggered. But I genuinely don't know what to say.
And this is where the body cam footage started. So you can see at the start, like, some of the guys are still clothed and not blindfolded, but as the police just continue to walk through, they're actively removing their clothes and blindfolding themselves. Like, what is going on here? It's like if you look away for a second and you look back, they've completely rearranged themselves. Like, I guess maybe to probably camouflage themselves as victims themselves. I don't know. Were they doing some sort of charade? Was this like, what is that bank robber movie? The Inside Man or something like that, where the bank robbers dress up like the hostages so they all run out at the same time. They couldn't catch them. I feel like that's what's going on right here, just in a very cursed fraternity way. But apparently the pledge class members that were interviewed described it like a food fight, even though they all admitted that they didn't throw any food. So I guess that seems...
Food fight without throwing food. It's just like the first day at Hogwarts Legacy, like, and then the food levitates, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean food fight? And then you say, well, yeah, but we didn't throw the food. Like, come on, man. And also, yeah, that is hella creepy. Like, imagine you see them all enclosed, you look back, and then you look again, and now they're all standing there like statues, you know what I mean, in the corner without a shirt on. Like, that's creepy as hell, man. Like, goddamn.
A little one-sided here. But the University of Iowa summary stated that it is reasonable to believe that a food fight of all participating members would be throwing food. In this case, no pledged member participated in throwing food. So it is reasonable to believe that it was only executed by active members. So I guess even though they sneakily tried to remove their shirts and shuffle around the basement, we can sort of use our brains and realize they were just trying to save their own skin and blend in. I guess instead of clearly being the perpetrators. This is just so crazy. It's so freaky. It's also, in a way, so funny that no one wants to give up any information whatsoever. Because I guess if they spoke to cops, they wouldn't be able to be in the fraternity. But that's where things can get...
Yeah, I would have to assume that that's one of the rules, right? Like, no talking to cops, no, you know, or like, not, like, don't talk about what's happening in here with people, you know, outside of the community, right? Like, that would be my guess, you know, which I guess, you know, either it was like implied directly or indirectly that, you know, that will apply to cops. Like, if cops ask you, you just don't talk, you know what I mean? You don't tell them anything. But, yeah.
Little dangerous, because imagine if someone's having a medical emergency and then everyone just stands in solidarity and doesn't report or do anything about it. Like, that would be crazy. Thankfully that didn't happen, but still, crazy situation.
Well, I don't know. Would that change it though? Because like, I don't know. Would that change? Like, if someone was to, I don't know, have a seizure, right, and the ambulance show up, right, like, first responders show up, like, would they actually talk to them, or would they still just stand there and not say anything? You know what I mean? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, I'm not very, like, familiar with this. I heard about it, but not that much, you know what I mean? And, like, at least here in Romania, it's not a thing. At least that I'm aware of, it's not a thing. So, yeah, this is very, you know, it's very interesting even for me. Like, I'm kind of shocked, you know, but I don't know, man. Like, yeah, it's very interesting.
And also, you have their idiot leader, Jose, here, who's vaping in the cop's face and then handing over the ID while saying, I think it's fake. Like,
yeah, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. Like, how do you, like, yeah, bro, here's the ID. Oh, yeah, it might be fake, though. Like, don't worry about it. I think it might be fake. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that, bro? Like, I would genuinely take the advice of shutting up. Like, I would not speak at all, you know? And then you're like, why do you want to know my last name? I'm not telling you my last name. But hey, do you want to see my ID though? Like, I can give you my ID. Like, what are you doing, man?
Leader Jose here, who's vaping in the cop's face and then handing over the ID while saying, I think it's fake. Like, is all of this worth being cool in front of your friends? Let's be real. If that impresses the people that are around you, you don't want to be around those people. But hey, I guess, believe it or not, you can't stand in front of the police as they're trying to get into a place. So they were charged, but the charges were dropped just a year later. And I guess they just continued operating like nothing ever happened. And they may be listed as a suspended chapter, but, you know, it just seems like they're still moving as usual. But what is also funny, even after this video, but, you know,
Sigma Chi, initiated by headquarters P Kappa Alpha Kappa Sigma. Sorry, I'm gonna stop.
It just seems like they're still moving as usual. But what is also funny, even after this video has gone viral, people are still rushing to join this frat. So, hey, we live in a fascinating world. people.
Well, yeah, because people look at it and it's like, oh my god, bro, like look how cool they are, like, you know, they got a show up, but then, you know, they got their charges dropped, like, you know, oh my god, like, and there's also like the people that will think, yeah, these guys, you know what I mean, because they have a name and like they're kind of notorious type stuff. Now, you know, I want to join, you know, be part of the cool club. Everyone will think like I'm so cool for being part of their club, you know what I mean? Especially after they had this issue with the police and everything. But yeah, I don't know, man. It is still it is pretty strange, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I find this to be quite strange.
Rushing to join this frat. So, hey, we live in a fascinating world. People can just be awful to other people, and then other people are like, oh, yo, I want to be a part of that. What? Like, come on. Brotherhood does not mean, oh, I can't cross him because he has blackmail on me. Brotherhood just means that you support your friends. Like,
Yeah.
come on. You should want to support your friends because you love them, not because they have blackmail on you, and if you don't do it, they're gonna out you. Like, that's so crazy. So, please, don't humiliate yourself to prove loyalty to someone. That will almost always backfire. And also, that's just not a relationship you want to have in your life. But that was
Yeah, it's not a smart life decision, is it now?
a quick video. I know this happened a while ago, but I still wanted to cover it. I now have to hop on a plane because we got more videos to cover. Thank you guys for the support. Subscribe if you're new.
Let's
Drop a
go.
like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hi. All right. Well, this one's for the next video. No, I didn't mean to press print screen. I meant to press go back. What is going on? Can you change video back? Thank you. Whatever.
This
but,
Iowa
yeah.
fraternity is now being exposed again because
Wait,
this
stop.
body cam footage is.
But hey, anyway, yeah, this was the video. This was a quicker video, right? Like a shorter video compared to my normal videos. Yeah, this was a very interesting. This was an interesting video, huh? And I don't know, man. It's definitely a strange phenomenon, right? Like, yeah, I don't even know what to say, man. Like, I'm trying to think of what to say and like trying to process this all in my head, but it just doesn't make. I don't know. Like, it's weird. Personally, I find it weird. That's all I'm gonna say, right? It's weird, and also the Jose guy, I think it was his name. That was like, why do you want to know my name? Like, I'm not gonna tell you my name. And then he was like, but I can give you I can give you my ID if you want, you know. And then it's like, yeah, here you go. While vaping, and be like, oh yeah, by the way, I think it's fake. Like, that was just stupid. I'm not gonna lie. That was stupid. Like, that was so stupid. You should have not said that, like, at all, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Not even telling him that not even asking him if he wants to see your ID. Not telling him that the ID is possibly fake. That's not a smart move, not a smart decision, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this. This was a shorter video. It was something funny to react to, you know, take a break from all the drama, you know. But yeah. Anyway, I've been Antidota, and I shall see you next time. Peace out.